If you're available to teach an English class beginning immediately at Los Angeles Trade Technical College, please call the chairperson of the Liberal Arts Department. We have classes available day and evening and Saturday morning. We look forward to hearing from you.
I get to Oceanside. I leave at 12:15 for my 1 o'clock class and get there just in time for class. And then I get out at 3:20, and if I don't leave by 3:30, I get stuck in traffic.
When I went into teaching, little did I know I'd be getting many such calls on or about the first day of a semester, or that in some cases I'd be hired over the phone. I also quickly learned that only a minority of instructors are hired permanently, while the majority of instructors work by the semester, sometimes on call, much like temporary office or factory workers.
You know, all of our office hours that are donated for free at many of the campuses, no health benefits, all the grading papers, taking the field trips, preparation for things, all of that, for most of us, is voluntary, if you want to put quotes around that, contributions back to the school.
But there's another problem.
I'm in the English department. There are 90 part-time instructors. We have 2 offices.
No budget cuts, no tuition hikes, no budget cuts, no tuition. And that goes for you as a student, me as a teacher, us going together and being willing to do whatever it takes. La educación superior es un derecho democrático.
The teaching conditions of adjuncts are the learning conditions of students.
You think about the definition of the word, adjunct is something that's added to something but is not essentially of it. Why would you want to have an inequality in the system for people who essentially do the same work?
Adjuncts are now a majority of teachers in all colleges, both public and private. So what does that really mean? Well, it means that most university professors, teachers then, the people teaching courses, don't have things like job security, don't have health insurance and other basic benefits, don't know in the next semester whether or not they're going to be continuing to teach.
I get calls from people who've been teaching for 11 years in the same department, a new chair comes in, and somehow puts them out.
The university runs really in 2 different ways for 2 different groups of people. There are a lot of spatial ways in which the university says to us one way or another, you're not really here as part of the faculty. And what it means is that I do other labor to subsidize what New York State is unwilling to give to its students.
Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Those words were uttered by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This weekend, as we reflect on Dr. King's life, his legacy, and his contribution to humanity globally, let us not forget what he was doing the few hours of his life. He was fighting for workers. He was fighting for sanitation workers, African-American sanitation workers in Memphis, Tennessee in 1968 before he was gunned down. All of us have a right to decency on the workplace. Degree or no degree, every last one of us have a right to be treated with respect and dignity on the job. We voted in 2000, we organized in 2010 the United Adjunct Faculty Association. We organized because we felt that we had no say-so over our working conditions here at East West University. After we organized, we began to get retaliatory actions leveled against us. They have not ceased. I, along with Irma Fairdoin, Ken Peterson, were not offered classes this quarter at East West. I've taught here for 9 years consecutively, non-stop, and all of a sudden there's no class for me. Why are we out here today? One of the signs said, what would Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. do about East-West University? My friends, if he was here, he would be standing out here with us.
That's right.
He would be standing out here with us fighting for a right to have a fair working contract.
What kind of country is it that has somebody go through all their educational programs and do okay, I mean, do better than okay, getting a PhD, and have to be in poverty?